What's going on, guys? This is Greg back with the Super Six. Man, I know it's been a minute since y'all seen me, but I'm back. Just hadn't made a video in a while, but you know how that story goes. So hope everybody is doing well, and welcome back to the channel. Just want to give you guys an update on what's going on with the charger. As you guys know, if you're new to the channel, thank you for watching. And as you guys know, that this is a RIP Supercharged V6. If you're new, if you don't know me and my channel, but that's what this channel is on. So I want to give you guys an update on what's going on with it, and also remind you guys, if you haven't already, most of you probably have already, if you have a 2015 Charger or Challenger, there is a recall on the Evap canister, and that's been, I think they've had that out for several months, but I just was able to get mine done about a couple of weeks ago, a few days before Christmas, because it was so hard getting into a dealership around here. Except for one, I found one here in Georgia, the Atlanta area, Courtesy Dodge over in Stonecrest. They're an excellent dealership, really easy people to deal with. They can get you in and out anytime, fairly new dealership. So I was able to get the car in and get it done. This was like the Tuesday or Wednesday before Christmas, like around the 23rd, 22nd, something like that. And took the charger in that morning, was able to get in really easy. They took the car, they checked the car in. Had been sitting there waiting on the car for them to finish for really almost an hour. Maybe two. And then the lady comes in and says, "Mr. Wynn, there's an issue with your car." When we went to flash, she said, "Your car's tuned." I was like, "Yeah." She said, "Oh, that's why." So when the guy replaced the canister, the Evap canister. By the way, the Evap canister is a little device that goes on, that is mounted on the outside of the fuel tank to kind of help regulate fumes and things like that. It's a emissions part. So, but anyway, she said that when the guy replaced the part, he went to flash the computer on my car, and it wiped my tune out completely. And what I should have done was reminded them that the car was tuned. I don't think they even asked, and a lot of them probably don't even know by listening to the car. A lot of them don't even know if the car is tuned or if it's been modified or anything. So you have to make sure you tell them when you take your car into the dealership for anything, even if it's just for them to wipe the windshield. Make sure you tell them that your car is tuned if it is, or modded, because once they flash that PCM, it'll wipe out whatever mod or tune that you had in it. So I was trying to keep my cool because I know how much I had paid for that tune, man, and it was gone. I couldn't even drive the car. The car wasn't even drivable. So, but luckily Dodge was really nice about it. They asked me to get in touch with my tuner. Of course, this is a few days before Christmas, so my tuner, they were closed until January the 7th. So I'm like almost in a panic, trying to call them. But luckily they had on their answer machine, they had a message on there if you had an emergency, what to do or what have you, and how to get in contact with them. So, but Dodge was really nice. They offered to give me a tow, so I had them tow it over to the tuner, even though I knew no one was there. Towed it over there, and sight unseen, just taking a chance. Left the car, had my daughter come pick me up, took her back to work, and I decided to go back by tuner's building just to check on the car because it had been there a couple of hours. And luckily I did, and ran into Parker from Fastlane. I mean, it was just like, oh man, I was so glad to see him. And was able to get the car. He was able to get the car in. They kept it. And of course, they were in the shop during the holidays, trying to finish up some things before the turn of the new year, trying to get some other customers' cars out. But it was closed to the public. But luckily he was there. Got my car in, got the tune loaded back on, no problem. Dodge paid for the charge, and you know, everything went cool, and it's actually running a little bit better than it was, but even before. So it running a little bit smoother. So everything is good. So glad I was able to get that taken care of. But if you haven't gotten your recall done, make sure you go do that on the Evap canister, and make sure you tell them that your car is tuned. But so that experience, you know, was an eye opener. So make sure you let them know, okay? But another update. Oh yeah, I got those rip coils out of the car. And remember back this summer, I had one of those coils fail, and I didn't know what the heck was going on. So you can go back and check that video out. It's about 3 videos ago on what happened with that. But got the rest of those coils out and replaced them with some MSD coils. And I got them from Summit. They were recommended by a friend of mine. They came highly recommended with a lot of great reviews online. So there's a lot of different kind out there, but I went ahead and went with the MSD. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that. Let me open the hood here. Yeah, so got the MSD coils on here, and they look great, by the way. They are the MSD 8273 for this model, for the Charger, the Pentastar 3.6 Charger. And they've been on here for a couple of weeks, I think, maybe a little bit longer. I put them on myself, really easy to put in and install. I had to move the boost piping out of the way and the upper manifold to get to this side. But they look great. They come in red. I love them. They have been performing fine, great, and the car doesn't hesitate to start up. Really smooth throttle response. Been really happy with them so far. My buddy, he actually just highly recommended them on his car. He's actually got the same setup. I'm gonna actually do a video on his Charger. He's got a 3.6 as well, which is supercharged by a tidal wave. I think he's putting out about 453 horsepower to the wheel. So I'm gonna do a video on his Charger too. But anyway, he highly recommended these. Got them on, love it. And another one of my viewers, man, said that those rip coils were actually for Shelby. I think he heard that they were for Ford and a Shelby. So, you know, go figure, putting them on the Charger or Mopar just didn't work. So I hope Rip got that stuff. I don't know why they wouldn't disclose that, you know, but that is what it is. But so the car is running really good. Yeah, so glad to have gotten those out. So got the tune back on. Then again, you guys can go back and watch my video on the new tune and see what the Charger is making. And like I said, it's never run like this since I had it. It's doing a good job. And then I actually have quite a bit of miles on this one. I just hit over 102,000 miles on it. It is a 2015. I'm gonna just keep it, man, till the wheels fall off, to where I'm actually forced to get another one. But right now it's been strong. It's been holding up. Those issues that I had before weren't engine issues. And keep in mind, this car was a year old when I got it, back in 2016. It's 2015. I got it back in 2016. It was owned by a rental car company, Hertz, and it had 20,000 miles on it already. So you look at the durability of the 20,000 original miles on it when I got it, up until now. I supercharged it somewhere around 50,000, maybe between 50 and 60,000. I have to look back at it, but it could have been somewhere even in the between 45 and 50 some thousand miles. I can't quite remember. I have to look back at it, but you know, I just have to think about it. I just can't ignore the durability that I've experienced with it, with it being supercharged and now over 102,000 miles on it, and it's still going. Those issues I had with it weren't engine issues. One was an issue with a pulley part, which was replaceable. Of course, the second issue was the coil. Coil went bad. So I've had no issues with the engine or the supercharger so far, and it's actually lasted a lot longer than I expected. So, I'm just really happy with it. So haven't had I don't have any plans on upgrading or trading up anytime soon. Although I'm always looking online. I look at Car Gurus for scat packs, just to look, but right now, that's not in the cards. It's not in my plan. If I had to, if something was to happen, then I would make that move. But, right now, hey, we're going to roll with it, man. The car's doing great, and we're just going to keep it going. So another thing that I'm going to do is I went ahead and ordered some gauges. I've got the glow shift gauges. And one of them, I got two. One of them is going to be for air fuel ratio, and the other one is the boost gauge. And these are actually really nice, man. I ordered these. I pondered on it for a while, and I think Wolf added some to his car. My buddy with his other Charger, he's running them. A lot of guys like to run gauges to keep an eye on what's going on. It's going to help me keep, stay on top of what's going on, with the boost and the air fuel ratio. Help me kind of gauge that. So that'll be nice to have a visual on those two things. And these are really nice. If you're thinking about doing gauges, the glow shift gauges are really nice. I haven't even opened the box, but they do look really nice. You can also add the pod. So let me show you guys here. Okay, so actually you have two ways that you can, or two options that you can mount the gauges. And on the A-pillar, and one is Speedlogix actually has an A-pillar that you can, it's just like the stock one. Is really nice, has the cover on it just like your regular one, but that replaces this one. But you have to be careful when you replace it because there is an airbag in here. And personally, I didn't want to mess with that, so I went with the second option, where as RDP store, if you look that up on online, rdpstore.com, I was able to order one for the Mopar. And it is a plastic universal piece that fits over here, over the A-pillar, where you don't have to mess with it. And it looks just as nice. It's a black plastic that will cover the entire A-pillar. And I'm going to use that to mount my gauges. And looking forward to that. That's actually supposed to come today. I'm just waiting on UPS to bring it. And then once that comes in, I hope I can shoot a video on the installation of that. But that's going to look really nice. It's going to help keep an eye on those two things, the boost and the air fuel ratio, with running the supercharger and everything. So that's going to look really nice. So that's what's coming. And so looking forward to that. So other than that, everything is looking pretty good. It's been going well with the car. I think you guys that living up north, man, I know y'all are dealing with a lot of snow and everything. Is cold here. But oh yeah, I got my new Dodge beanie. You can find these at the dealership, man. I think they're about $15. I think I paid for this one, but was able to pick that up while I was at the dealership as well. But I hope you guys are doing well, man. I'm gonna shoot a video on the drivability and of the new tune. And I know I've been meaning to do that for a minute, but just haven't had time to do it and film the video and give you guys an idea on how it's driving. But so far, everything's good, man. Thank you guys for tuning in, and hope everybody's doing well, man. Stay safe and do whatever you can to stay safe. And I'll get at you guys later. Peace.